Far beneath the shimmering waves of the great ocean lived a powerful sea king. He ruled the vast underwater kingdom with wisdom and strength. The king had 7 mermaid daughters, each blessed with a voice more beautiful than the sound of the sea itself. Their voices were so magical that even the currents seemed to pause to listen.
Oh, gentle waves, carry my song across the endless sea.
Yet the sisters rarely sang together. Each mermaid had her own part of the ocean to explore and protect, and they were always busy with their own journeys. Still, their father warned them of one thing again and again.
Never go ashore. The human world is dangerous.
The mermaids obeyed his warning, but curiosity often stirred in their hearts. Among the 7 sisters, the youngest mermaid was the most curious of all. Music and joyful singing drifted across the waves. Lanterns of many colors shone brightly in the darkness, lighting the deck like a festival beneath the stars. The Little Mermaid quietly swam closer. When the waves lifted her high enough, she peeked through the glass window of the ship's cabin. Inside were many well-dressed people celebrating. Among them stood a young prince with large black eyes and a bright smile. The celebration was for his birthday, and laughter filled the air. The Little Mermaid could not take her eyes off him.
Who is he? He's so different. I can't stop looking at him. Oh no! The ship! It's going to be okay.
But suddenly, the wind began to howl. Dark clouds swallowed the sky, and the calm sea turned into a raging storm. Massive waves crashed against the ship. Lightning split the sky, revealing the terrifying chaos. The great vessel rocked violently until at last it broke apart in the storm. Sailors fell into the roaring sea. The Little Mermaid searched frantically through the dark water. Then she saw him. The prince was drowning, unconscious among the waves. Without hesitation, the Little Mermaid rushed forward and carried him through the violent sea. At last, she reached the quiet shore and gently laid the prince upon the sand. He was still unconscious. So the Little Mermaid began to sing. Her voice was soft, magical, and full of warmth.
Wake, gentle heart, the dawn has come to light your way. Rise from the waves, dear prince, and greet the newborn day.
Moments later, the prince slowly began to breathe again. As he started to wake, the mermaid quickly slipped away and hid among the rocks, afraid of being seen. When the prince opened his eyes, he looked around in confusion. He felt certain someone had saved him, but no one was there. From that day on, the prince returned to that shore again and again, hoping to find the mysterious voice that had saved his life. Hidden among the rocks, the Little Mermaid watched him. She sang softly when he came near. The prince always heard the beautiful voice, but he never saw the one who sang. As time passed, the mermaid's heart grew heavy. She loved the prince deeply, yet she could only watch him from afar. Finally, unable to bear the distance any longer, she made a dangerous decision. She swam to the darkest part of the ocean to meet the sea witch. The witch was feared throughout the sea. The Little Mermaid asked her to change her tail into human legs so she could live on land and be near the prince.
So, the Sea King's daughter dares to enter my cave. I came because I need your help. You wish to be near the prince, don't you? Please, I'll do anything. Very well, I can grant your wish, but magic always has a price. You must give me your beautiful voice. And if the prince does not love you, you will lose everything. Now tell me, do you accept? Yes, I accept.
With dark magic swirling around her, her shimmering tail transformed into human legs.
Now you are one of us.
Soon after, she was found near the shore where she had once saved the prince. The prince saw her sitting there in wet clothes, trembling in the cold.
You're freezing. What happened to you? Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you. I'm here with you. You can speak? It's all right, you're safe now.
Feeling sympathy for the mysterious girl, he brought her back to his palace. Days turned into weeks. They spent much time together riding horses through the forests, walking through gardens, and exploring the kingdom. The Little Mermaid's love for the prince grew deeper each day, but to the prince, she was like a dear sister. One day, as they sat together quietly, the prince spoke from his heart.
I have something I must tell you. There is a woman. I have never forgotten, long ago when I nearly drowned.
Someone saved my life, and she had the most beautiful voice I had ever heard.
I believe she is the one who saved me.
One day, I truly hope to marry the woman who saved me. And until I find her, I will keep waiting.
The mermaid could not speak. She could only stand there silently, her heart breaking. She wanted to tell him the truth, that she was the one who had saved him, but without her voice, she could say nothing. Heartbroken, the mermaid sat alone upon the beach and wept. Deep beneath the sea, the Sea King soon discovered what had happened.
My daughter, what have you done? You went to the sea witch, didn't you? I am angry with you, but you are still my daughter. And I will not let that wicked witch take your voice.
The Sea King gathered his 6 other daughters. Together, they swam to the dark cave where the Sea Witch lived. The sisters began to sing. Their 6 melodious voices, united together, formed a powerful magic.
Bound as one, our power will rise and cast her shadows from the skies.
The Sea King raised his mighty trident. The voices flowed through it like waves of pure light. A tremendous burst of magic filled the dark cave. The Sea Witch screamed as her dark powers faded away. At last, she vanished, and the youngest mermaid's voice returned.
My voice returns like waves to the shore, carrying the love I held before. Now my song is free at last.
The prince heard the song. Suddenly, he froze. That voice, it was the voice he had been searching for all this time. He followed the sound until he found the mermaid singing on the beach. At that moment, he finally realized the truth. She was the one who had saved his life. His heart awakened, and love filled his soul. Soon after, the prince and the little mermaid were married. And the Sea King gave his youngest daughter a magical gift. From that day forward, she could live as a human on land or return to the sea as a mermaid whenever she wished. And so, between the ocean and the shore, the Little Mermaid finally found both love and freedom.